G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. You're watching Flash Like Crazy. Today I'm reviewing the SEVENS MXS Standby. Let's check it out. Alrighty, so there's the box. This is what you'll get. Just want to show you some extras as well that you can choose to select when buying it. So you can get a USB wall adapter. So depending on what country you're in, you may have the wall adapter, the electricity openings that require this adapter. So if you are in one of those countries like Europe, I think, and places like that, then you've got that option. Now, some other things that you can purchase, which are really cool, is so these things here are like keychain holders. So you can put one of these keychain rings, you get heaps of different sizes too, which is really cool. One of these keychain rings on one side of this, and then one of them on the other side. Then you can attach keys or little lights or things like that. They've got a very strong hold, do they say? So 10 pounds of holding force, which is quite, that's bloody not too bad at all. So yeah, just a great thing to have, if you, like I said, you've got a keychain light or something like that you want to put on your keys. This is a really cool thing that is snag proof as well. Okay, so obviously get your user manual, which I'll go through. You'll get a charging cable. You will get the charging dock here. And we're going to talk a lot about this and the innovation that this light is. And you will get, you can get some spare switch covers, I should say, which is really cool. And then a switch removal tool. So it's very easy. I like the blue, so I'm not going to switch it, but just for your information. So see these little teeth on this, and see these little openings around the switch. So you simply just line them up, and then when you get it in, you unscrew this ring, it'll pop off, so will the switch. Then you put your replacement switch if you want black or whatever color you've bought, and then away you go. So it's a really cool little additive that SEVENS offers. All right, we'll just take a quick look at the box. So here's some information here. So you've got, 5 brightness levels. The highest output you can have is 1700 lumens, but that's for a burst mode. And then the high mode that you can maintain is 1000 lumens. The 3 other modes here are 350, 50, and 5. Runtime on high, which is 1000 lumens, is 2.5 hours, which is fantastic. Actually, I'll just get a pen because I'm bloody covering it with my fingers. So runtime, 2.5 hours on high, so on 1000 lumens, which is a bloody brilliant runtime. Then runtime on moonlight mode, which is 5 lumens, is 250 hours. Holy bejesus. Then max distance 283 meters. Look, I'd shorten that a bit for max usable distance, but it still nevertheless goes very far. Impact resistance 1 meter. Submersion resistance 1 meter. It is a 4000K 90 plus CRI emitter. The emitter type is a Nietzsche 144A, beautiful there. And the battery type here is a lithium ion 26650, which I will show you. All right, so let's see how this feels in the hand first. Actually, we'll give you a bit of a 360 look at it. So very simple, but really awesome design. This beautiful knurling on the body and on the head here. There's that Nietzsche emitter down there inside an orange peeled reflector, which is going to give just a beautiful mixed beam. There, that is there, just a gorgeous mixed beam, really, really nice. Yes, there's a little donut hole in it up close, but as soon as you move that away about 30 centimeters from whatever you're shining this at, the donut hole disappears. So it is a beautiful, beautiful beam. It really is a lovely beam, this. So in the hand, it just works, guys. It just works. Feels really great. Buttons very sensitive, very receptive. It really gives some good give back. Have a listen. Feels like a solid button there. No shaking, no, might come on sometimes, just perfect. If you have it left on and set it down face first, you will see that it is on because it does have some raised edges around the bezel there. And the way you open it is you just separate the body from the head, okay? So here's the 26650 5500 milliamp hour battery. It is a flat top. And what you do not want to do, guys, is you do not want to mess with this, okay? So do not try to disable this from the body. If you do that, you can mess up the electronics of this beautiful light. And I will go into now why you don't want to mess this up. Okay, so this is the charging cradle here. Now, when this is plugged in and plugged into the wall, it's going to sit like this, and this button here is going to be red when it's charging, and then it's going to go green when fully charged. But there's a reason that this is called the standby, because this is your dedicated power outage light. Now, I'm just going to cut to a little clip that I filmed earlier to show you why this is such a brilliant light during a power outage. All right, so it's on, the electricity is on, it's on the charging cable, it's red, or the charging cradle, I should say. It's red, which means it's charging, right? That will go green when it's fully charged. Okay, so firstly, if you just take it off the charging cradle, it turns on immediately. Brilliant. But this is where I think the innovation has gone next level. So if you have a power outage and all of your power goes out, watch what happens. I'm going to flick this switch off. It turns on. So the light registers that there is no more power coming through into this, and it turns on. So that means as soon as you have a power outage in your house and everything's dark, you could have a power outage at 3 a.m. and hear a tree fall down in your backyard or something like that because of a storm. This thing is going to turn on. You are going to have light. So you're going to place it in a place where you need regular light. Comes back on. I mean, that is amazing. And it always comes on in the same output, which is low. So it's not going to blind you, but it's perfect. And, you know, in pitch black, man, that is very useful. And again, pull it off. It just comes on in low, and then you can cycle up to whatever you need. But I just think that is just an incredible feat of innovation. Well done. Love it. So you see what I mean? The as soon as you take it off, the light comes on, or when power goes off, the light comes on as well. So it's such a clever design. It just sits here in this cable and it is on standby, hence the name. So perfect. And then you walk past it, you pick it up, it turns on, and it turns on to the lowest mode, but then you can just cycle up, which is pressing and holding, very easy. Double click for turbo, very easy. Turbo again is burst mode, so it's not gonna last the whole time. There's no memory for turbo mode though, so if you turn it off during turbo mode and then back on, it comes on in high, but there is memory for anything else. Moon light, off, on, step up, off, on. So everything's got memory except for the burst mode. You can go straight to burst mode from off as well, which is just a double click. And then if you turn it off and back on, it'll come back on in the last mode you were in prior to double clicking to burst mode. Battery level indicator is here when you turn the light on as well. So you know, oh, fully green, and it's leveled green, it's solid green, I should say, then you're good. That's a very high battery, above 80%. So why is this light such a good light? Well, it's because it is the standby. Now, this can be used, this is not designed to be clipped to your pocket as an everyday carry light. This is designed to be plugged in, sitting by your windowsill or sitting by your front door or sitting in the middle of your house, maybe somewhere in your kitchen, or by your back door even, if you've got a farm or whatever, and it is designed for, you pick it up, it turns on, and away you go. Now, we'll cut to the night shots shortly so you can see how well this does it at night shots, but I just am over the moon at the technology that as soon as power shuts off, like you saw in the clip, this light turns on. So your whole house is dark, except this will now turn on so you can see where you're going and then walk towards the light, pick up the light, and then away you go. It's just such a brilliant design. Obviously, it tail stands without the cradle as well. So it does double as a useful light if you need to set it down away from the cradle as well. Tail standing is a thing. It will roll away from you if it rolls down a hill or something like that. So just be mindful that it will roll away from you if you drop it and you're on a slope. But other than that, this thing is phenomenal. I mean, check that out. This thing is just so cool. It's such a useful light for those of us who live in areas that have power outages when there's bad storms and things like that. And instead of having to remember where your torch is, this thing's just gonna light up when you lose power. It's just a very clever design, very smart, and one of the most actual useful torches on several fronts, which I think is just brilliant. Now I'll just put it next to the ruler here. So look, it's only 14.5 centimeters tall, and that's to the top of the raised edge here on the bezel. So again, it's just so nice in the hand, very good. I think it'll be above 300 grams, so it's going to, my scales aren't gonna love it just because they only go up to 300 grams. So yeah, it's well above 300 grams, but again, it doesn't feel heavy or a handful. It feels like it's the width of it is designed really perfectly to just be a full hand of torch, but it doesn't feel too fat or anything like that. It really feels nice. All right, let's go to the night shots and then we'll cut to final thoughts. All right, here we go. Prometheus. So that is as soon as I click it on, press and hold, press and hold, press and hold, press and hold. And now, if we can try and get some distance. There's friggin' trucks everywhere, so sorry guys, but I mean, look at that. Look at the hotspot and the spill. The mixed beam that you're getting out of this light is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Actually, let's go up the trees. Yes, love that. Definitely can see up there if you're going bloody koala watching or whatever. I just love the amount of light in this, man. Very clear hotspot, like when it hits something, but just the even spread. This light is so good. Hell yeah. Love that. Beautiful hotspot. Beautiful beam profile. Alright, I think the trucks are pissing off, which is good. Friggin', this is my night shots time, guys. Don't you know I'm flash like crazy? Come on. Come on, people. But yeah, this is good. Alright, Dark Sucks, Prometheus. Woohoo! See ya. All right, so pros and cons. I don't really have any cons about this light, to be honest, because it does exactly what it's designed to do, and I don't use it in a way that it's not designed for. So I'm not gonna pick this up as an everyday carry light and try and shove it in the pocket of my jeans. That's not gonna be comfortable. It does fit in tracky pants pockets though. I've put it in that before and it's fine, doesn't weigh it down too much. But what this is designed to do is be your standby light. It's just brilliant. It can be your light that you grab whenever you need to go out the back, so you could leave it on in its cradle near the back door, go out the back, take the dogs out for a run or something like that. It can be a light where, you hear a noise, you pick it up, it turns on. I just think that the technology in this light is so clever, and it probably wasn't difficult to do. I don't mean, the innovation of technology like, oh wow, it's rocket science. But what I do mean is that it's really clever to incorporate that into a torch, because when you think about it, those of us who use torches for power outages, when the power goes out and it's the middle of the night and every light turns off, if you're not like a flashlight crazy guy like myself and you don't have probably 5 torches in your pocket already, then you're going to be like, ah, crap, where's the torch? Where's the torch? Babe, where's the torch? Oh my God, what's going on? And you're just going to be friggin' like, wading through darkness until you can, open a drawer or get to wherever your torches are. Whereas as soon as the power goes out, this thing turns on and it's just there ready for you. It's so clever. I love it. I'm so excited that it's in this torch, and I can't speak highly enough of it. It is made brilliantly. I mean, 4.7s by Prometheus just make lights, really well. So look, I can't speak highly enough about this light. I'm going to link it in the description below. And look, I never tell people to go buy things. It's completely your decision. But if you are somebody who lives in an area that has regular power outages, I would strongly suggest taking a look at the MXS Standby from 4.7s by Prometheus. This is just a phenomenal light for anyone out there who has power outages. All right, guys, thanks very much for watching. And until next time, stay cool and stay safe. See ya.